Do you need a pen?
Ready? All right, good evening, folks. At this time, we'll call our June 11, 2024 public meeting to order. Could we all please stand and salute the flag? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. Jamie, could you please read the sunshine statement and call the roll?
Be advised that proper notice has been given by the Township Council in accordance with the Sunshine Law in the following manner. Notice advertised in the Burlington County Times and Camden Courier Post on January 4th, 2024, and posted on the bulletin board on the same date. Mrs. Apiadu?
Here.
Here. Here.
Here. Here. Thank you, Jamie. First up tonight is our consent agenda. Council, is there any objections to the items within consent agenda? All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Can't do that. Gotta go roll call. Thank you, Jamie.
Mrs. Apiadu?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Jenny?
Aye.
Mr. Lyon?
Aye.
Mr. Burrell?
Aye, the ayes have it. Motion carries. The consent agenda is adopted and the resolution's within. Next up, quickly is into our reports. First up, for members of emergency services. I don't see them here tonight, so we're going to go to our boards and committees. I see Deb and nothing from the green team. All right. Next up is our township administrator, Joseph Belina. Joe, anything for us? Thank you. Next up is our clerk, Jamie Eggers.
And I also have no report.
Thank you. Our mayor is not here tonight, so next from our solicitor's office, Bob is out today, so we have Jim Grace. So anything from our solicitor? Thank you very much. Next up are members of council. And first up is Councilwoman Nikki Apiadu.
No report.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next up is Councilman Marla Smith. Councilman?
Yeah, thank you very much. Just a quick reminder that Delran schools get out for the summer this Friday. June 14th is the last day. So just wanted to make sure that everyone's paying attention for little people out playing and having fun this summer. So as you're driving around, just, be on the lookout for, balls that might roll out in the street or, kids on skateboards or bikes, because they will be out and about enjoying the summer. That's it. End of report.
Great, thank you. Next up is Councilman Lynn Jenny. Councilman?
Thank you, Council President. The only thing I'd like to report is I've been talking with Sean Hearn from the VFW Post 3020. We've been working together with them, as we know, to identify and recognize veterans at our meetings. We'll continue to work with them, and Sean and I are going to meet soon to discuss our relationship over the past year and what the township and the VFW can do to complement each other. That's my report. Thank you.
That'd be great. Thank you for taking lead with that. Next up is our Vice President of Council, Tom Lyon. Mr. Vice
Thank you,
President.
Council President. Just want to say congratulations to all the high school graduates and good luck to them in their future endeavors, whether it's college, trade school, or getting a job out there. Good luck to them, and hopefully they have a great summer. That's it.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Vice President. For my remarks, I just want to say the township is in full swing of planning our National Night Out, annual National Night Out. We had a meeting this morning with the all the chiefs. Joe was there, our administrator, Brian from Public Works. So everyone's sort of getting in the prep session for that. The good news is every year we do this, it gets easier and easier. The playbook is on the shelf, so everybody knows their place. So we're just moving through the motions. You'll start to see some advertisements about that. And another reminder Colin wanted me to say was the yard sale is not this Saturday, it's next. The 15th, yard sale. So you can register online for free, and then Melissa will put your name on the list, and then we distribute it to everybody. It's very, very popular. So feel free to register online for free. That'll conclude our reports for this evening, and I'll now entertain a motion to open the floor to public comment.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Our floor is open to public comment. If you wish to speak, please raise your hand, and you will be recognized. At that time, you can approach the podium and the microphone, state your name and address for the record. All remarks are part of the record tonight, cannot be redacted or retracted, after the fact, and each speaker has 5 minutes of time. Sir, you may approach, you can approach the bench.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right.
Get the promotion. How's it going? Just your name and address for the record.
My name and address for the record? Is that what you just said, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, very well. Last name Spitch, first name William, middle initial J, 518 Brown Street, at the corner of Toby Wells. Your document, this public meeting document for tonight, this would be under the consent agenda. That would be Roman numeral 5, lowercase c, Resolution 2024-113, providing an appointment of a hearing officer. Give me less than a paragraph. What does a hearing officer do and what are his requirements?
Mr. President,
Yeah.
if I may.
Joe would probably be the best to help.
Joseph?
Yes, sir.
All right, hit it.
If you, there's a clip.
Oh, I broke the equipment.
No, you're good.
Charge me. I got it.
There
I
you
got
go.
it.
That's
Look at
why
that.
we're hiring
Look at that. I
a
got it.
hearing
I got it. I got it. I got it. Hey, we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna have to go in front of our hearing officer.
All right.
Yeah.
We're good.
Sir.
Sir?
This is in regard to a disciplinary personnel matter. We have to appoint somebody, an impartial arbiter and who will hear the disciplinary case.
And this disciplinary case is in reference to what, sir?
I can't get into much detail, and that's a personnel matter.
Yeah, personal
It's
matter.
within this building, within people
With
that
somebody
operate?
within the employee of Delran Township, yes.
All
sir.
right, very well.
And we're required to have a hearing officer pursuant to that person's.
And is this
rights,
hearing
and that's
officer
just-
reimbursed for their time or they do it pro bono?
If you could let me finish that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir.
The hearing officer is required under the civil service law, so anytime there's a hearing, we go out, we bring this person in, and that person will make a determination. The person is paid for their time,
All right, very well.
yes.
All right, let's go with under consent agenda, lowercase d, authorizing 2024 sewer adjustments. Anyone?
Yeah, sewer
Somebody, tell
adjustments
me.
Sewer adjustments happen all the time. If there's an issue, for example, say there's a leaking toilet that someone discovers, they present evidence to the township, to Jamie's office, they investigate that and then can make adjustments. They recommend them to council. Council reviews the recommendations, says yes, no, maybe so, and then we act upon them. This is acting upon them.
And what are we acting upon with this resolution? You just said about somebody's toilet. Is it something bigger than a toilet?
I don't have the specifics on those. We talked about them at our work session. I don't know, Jamie, you're at liberty to talk about those off the top of your head, but there was ultimately evidence presented to the township that warranted adjusting the rate, and we're making that adjustment.
And who would have knowledge of this particular adjustment?
Well, you can talk to us afterwards. We can get you the documents that were in reference to all
Okay.
those adjustments. I don't have last month's agenda in front of me that has the summary.
All right, under consent agenda, again, Roman numeral number 5, resolution number 2024-116, authorizing the purchase of the Alco Test 9510 system through a state contract. I believe that's through a Texas company.
Yeah, Joe, do you
And
mind-
what does this system do?
Joe, do you mind answering that and explaining what a state contract is?
Sure, we administer DUI tests when we pull people over for, drunk driving, what have you.
All right, so this is with the police.
This is with the police, and the funding that's used is from grant funding as well.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it?
That's it. All right. Okay. Again,
our
under
police.
consent agenda, again, Roman numeral number 5, resolution 2024 number 117, authorizing the release of performance guarantee for, and please, I don't even know what that means. STOLAT, what is that? Latitude, New Jersey Home. What does that mean?
Yes, so there's a performance guarantee, there's a bond, and after a certain amount of time, they ask for us to release the bond, and we're releasing the bond pursuant to the terms.
But
of the
what
bond.
do the letters
That's the name
STOLAT?
of the developer, the project. That's a developer.
Okay, who is that?
A private developer,
You know, Jamie?
We don't know?
that's the name of the company right there.
Yeah.
SOLAT of New Jersey.
Go ahead, Jamie. Do you know?
I'm not sure what STO stands for, but I can tell you that it's I think it's a real estate office that's being built in Hartford Corners,
Uh-huh.
right by on the side of Dooney's Pub, like in that parking lot.
Yeah.
And they're complete. The engineer has signed off on it, so therefore we're releasing their performance and putting them on maintenance for 2
Okay.
years.
And that's a standard process that happens for all developers
Yes.
in town.
All right, and one last question.
Yep.
This would be again under the consent, this would be under lower, let's see, KL.
Well, what's the resolution?
Lowercase l, authorizing payments of bills, including all purchases made under the cooperative purchasing agreement. Define for me the cooperative purchasing agreement. Anyone?
Joe will handle
Sure. First of all, it's the payment of all bills. And every once in a while, we'll make purchases through a cooperative purchasing agreement, whether it be through the county of Burlington, the state of New Jersey, or what have you. It's just a process by which we're enabled to make purchases for town's goods and services and even equipment.
And where is that shown on our budget or in the accounts payable, accounts receivable?
It's shown throughout the entire budget. It covers all bills that, whether it be police department, rock salt for public works,
And
janitorial supplies. to
in the
clean building.
accounting process, how is this shown? Is it shown under this T ledger or what? Under the name?
No, there's,
No.
this is the catch-all that says.
Is
the
this like a
township-
general fund?
Like we said earlier, you ask the questions, I'll respond, and then we'll. go from
Yes,
there,
sir.
okay?
Go
So,
ahead, continue.
I'm trying to
sir.
help
Carry-
you out. okay?
Yes, sir,
So,
carry on.
This is, the township sends us, here's the bill list, here's everything we need to pay. The police need more ammo, here's the receipt. Jamie needs more pencils. I'm using very random examples. And then we say, okay, it's good to go, and then they
Okay,
process the payment. This is the catch-all that said the township, the body has approved all the spending, spend the money for the month. That's what that is.
Council President, can I make a comment?
Yeah, I just want to keep moving forward if you don't mind. I mean, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, the whole thing behind the cooperative purchasing agreement, the state or county interviewed different companies. And they offer their products for services to be approved by the state, for example, so that anybody in the state of New Jersey, townships,
Mhm.
counties, can buy this product without having to go out to bid.
all right, very well,
It's the
okay.
different little things that you can buy, paper goods and stuff like that, that you don't necessarily want to go out for bid all the time. So they're pre-approved by the state and the county, so the townships can go directly to that.
And you have a list of this, of
Yeah,
these
it's pretty
It's all
vendors?
listed.
Yep.
It's all
Okay.
listed in our bill list.
One last question.
We're
Who
way
is,
over
who
time.
is, pardon me? My 5 minutes are up?
Yeah, we're way
Oh,
over
my
time.
God.
So
All right, I can't, can I get an extension, Your Honor?
real
Anyway.
quick, you got.
All right,
make
who
it
is
5
your
seconds.
chief financial officer inside this building?
It's not Jamie. No, I'm sure she wouldn't mind that promotion.
I
It's,
understand it, yeah.
Her
What is the,
name's
what is the individual's name?
Karima Press,
Karima Press.
Spell the last name?
Press.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you for your time.
no problem.
Have a
Glad we
nice
helped you
night.
out.
Thank you very much.
Any other public comment? Miss?
How are you all this evening?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name is Samantha Hutchins at 800 South Chester. I just have two quick questions. One, you talked about Delran Night Out. I was wondering what our budget is on that?
Our whole recreation budget is about, I don't have the full budget book in front of me, I think it's about $80,000. That handles all of our events from the Winter Festival, the Delran Night Out, the Easter egg hunt, everything, I'm trying to pull up our whole list. All of our
So it's $80,000 for the year, for
$80,000
all the
for year.
things.
Yeah, so, yeah, and that includes our summer camp program. It's all coming back to me. It includes the, what is the event that's happening a week from today? The yard sale, all of that's included in there. It also funds, $10,000 of that funds our senior community. We help buy them lunch and help sponsor events for them. So I don't have the exact amount that will be spent on that event.
Can
but,
we have the breakdown of it if asked?
yeah, I
The
mean,
breakdown of the budget for recreation?
It's all online
Okay.
and line by line, or I can give it to you afterwards.
That's
We
fine.
can get it to you. But yes, everything has been, it's all public record.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to touch, Bill talked about consent agenda, Roman numeral 5, lowercase d, resolution 2024-114. The sewer adjustments. So just to clarify, is that a personal
Yeah.
home where someone had an issue and they came to the town and said, I have an issue, this is the issue, and you guys said, okay, we're going to fix the issue?
Yeah, let me give you an example.
Yeah,
So,
please.
For example, we're in charge of the sewer bills,
Yes,
right? It's a
sure.
township department. So let's say that you have a leaking toilet that you don't know about, right? Maybe you go away a month and
Right.
your toilet leaks. Your water bill is going to go up, obviously, because you're using the water.
Mm-hmm.
On the same token, your water bill sometimes is associated with, your sewer bill can be associated with your water bill usage. So sometimes people will say, well, hey, my water, it was leaking, I fixed it, I don't want to be now charged for this because it didn't go into the sewer, right? If it was
Right.
leaking, it didn't get processed through the sewer plant. So what we do is we make an adjustment. So people
Okay.
present evidence to the township. I mean, like they would have to show receipts. Sometimes
Right,
they'll show
sure.
receipts. Hey, we hired a plumber. Here's a picture of the leak, blah, blah, blah. And we look at the township employees, look at the history and say, well, okay, based on the last 10 years, that would be the appropriate usage. You can see this is an outlier.
I don't mean to be rude. I only have 5 minutes, so.
I'm trying to. I'm giving
no,
you a
I know,
good
that's really
answer,
good.
a scholarly answer. to it.
Thank you. But so at my house where I live at 800 Chester, I'm at the corner of Chester and 8th Street. So we have been having an issue where our sewer's backing up into our home from the downstairs toilet. It's overflowing, going all the way into flooding our rec room and into our laundry room. We have 3 special needs kids, all kinds of things. I have fecal matter in my home on the floor.
And what's your address?
800 South Chester, at the corner of Chester and 8th Street. I believe that the main runs and plugs into
I know
on,
where you're at,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Sorry to
we,
hear about that.
well, thank you. The problem is that we were told that we own the main and the things, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. We tried to, however, get it taken care of. And Eddie B had said that they called and tried to find out how much it would cost because they needed a quote to see if they needed to have police block the thing off. If they were told they can't dig it up because the road's under a moratorium. We have a belly in the pipe that came out of nowhere after Delran Township laid all kinds of pipe for Chester Woods, and now we have an issue. So there's some things going on. So what do we do? What's the process for that?
Yeah, so I'll connect you with Joe afterwards. We put a moratorium on any road just so people can't go out on their own and start digging things up because,
Right.
It's an expensive asset of ours.
Right.
But the governing body can lift the moratorium. So we're happy to work with Joe. We can, we don't want sewer in your house. So we
Yeah.
will work to the best of our abilities to get that resolved. So just maybe afterwards, if you don't mind staying and just
Yeah.
speaking with Joe, we can assist you in any way appropriate.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Sorry you had to come here to do all that. but,
No, that's
yeah,
all good.
we're
I
happy to
appreciate
help.
it. Thanks,
Okay?
guys.
Great, thank you. Joe, you can, okay, great, thanks. Any other public comment? Yes, no, you're good.
Pam Geary, 9 Astor Court.
I just gotta wait till you get up there, just because they type it up afterwards.
Pam Geary, 9
Thanks.
Astor Court. In regards with the hearing officer,
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, like, if that's a common thing, where if somebody is doing something inappropriate or, what's the other word I'm looking for? And they work for the township, do the people not ever know? Or is it not discussed?
all
Do we
pers-
ever find out what happens?
All personnel matters are people have privacy, so in public employment, there's certain things we can and can't say. I didn't write the rules, that's just the way it is. The hearing officer is required by statute, state statute, so we're going to follow the process and abide by that person's.
No, I got
Due
you.
process, and, ultimately, the hearing officer will make a decision. It has happened in the course, without getting into specifics, we've hired hearing officers before to take, certain actions, before, and it happens all the time in municipal government or any public government.
But
And
do the people ever find out or no?
the people as in you,
Like
the
us,
resident?
like the people that you guys work for? Do we
I
ever
mean,
find out if
I don't know how
something,
much
if
of
somebody's
that's-
guilty of something?
No,
We never do.
no.
It's kept quiet. Is that
It's
what
for
I'm,
the protection of the employee, ma'am.
Yeah.
but don't you think the people should know or no? Just,
Yeah, but I didn't
that's
write
a
the-
personal,
Yeah.
honest, personal question.
I think employees, no matter whether it be a public or a private organization, matters are private. And-
Right, if it's a private organization, but when you're
and
running a
public too,
township,
And public too.
like, that's like our government is allowed to keep quiet, like, things that people do wrong? No, because
That
of the
is
public,
correct.
when you run for public office,
Mhm.
you therefore are under different rules than somebody who's
This,
private.
this
disciplinary
employee is not an elected official
Yeah,
by
yeah.
any stretch of the imagination. Somebody could have committed an infraction, disobeyed the rules of the organization. It could be a number of things. It could be a collection of smaller infractions that have accumulated over time. They call that progressive discipline. You know, so there's various ways, but again, it's private and they have protection for that too.
No, I understand that. I just, like, you personally, like me to you, do you think it's odd that I would wonder if it is, like, because I don't know who it is or what they did, and I never will, right?
Right?
So is it an odd question for me to ask that, you think, if it was a public official?
No, if it's a public official, you have, you know.
If
you
it's
would
an
know what I
elected
did.
official, yes, perhaps. But for, you know, just a normal person, you know, who's spent years with an organization or 6 weeks with an organization, then no.
Okay, I guess
Yeah.
it's probably, I guess, Delran bylaws and all that good
And it's
stuff,
not in our
right?
bylaws,
No,
it's just-
no.
it's a state law. If you Oprah, so for example, if you sent an Oprah request in and said, give me the personnel file of Jamie Eggers, which is stellar, but if you did, you would not get that personnel record. That's just, if I did it, if I went to Delanco and wrote a letter over there and said, I want to see their administrator's personnel record, I'm not getting it. I wouldn't as elected official or as a citizen of the state of New Jersey. It's just personnel records are kept private. People have a due process right to the personnel records. It's been a longstanding principle. No one on this table made that up. It's been long before I got involved. long
No,
before Joe's been
no,
doing
that's
this, so,
fine.
yeah.
I agree. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's right, though.
Yeah,
think it's
yeah, I
right?
mean,
I
we
don't
can-
think,
yeah, we
only
can
if it's a
debate
public
the-
official, in my opinion. Once you run for office,
It's
you're
not a
held
public
accountable
official.
for, right, no,
My
and I
hand to
get
God
that.
right now,
I'll
it's
never
not
know,
public.
though. I won't know if
But
there
I'm-
ever was one. You get what I'm saying.
But I'm telling
That's
you right
all.
now, there is no,
That's fine. It's all fine. That was just a question
yeah,
I
yeah.
had.
No, I appreciate, it's a thoughtful question. I appreciate, but I mean, to clarify, you make a good point. The hearing officer is not to make a determination about any public official. There's been no wrongdoing against a public official. There's no, anything like that. If there was in your hypothetical, yes, you would know about that. Of
Okay.
course. And
Okay.
as, you know, statesmen and citizens, you would want to know about your elected officials. So
Sure, right.
I concur with you on that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, great, thank you. Any other public comment? Last call. Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the floor.
Make a motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Our floor is now closed. We now have a quick executive session to discuss contract of the Delran Emergency Squad. So I'll ask for a motion to approve Resolution 2024-122.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. President, before we go in there, can I just take 2 minutes?
Yes.
and
we'll
Ask
take a
Ms.
look.
Hutchins to come up here for a quick
Yeah,
second.
yes, yeah.
And I can get her contact info, please. I'll be two.
Okay,
Oh, you,
great.
Jim, thank,
Okay. All right, we're back on our public record. There's no action to be taken. I just want to amend, we had a conversation with Gary about the public knowing. Tom clarified to me because he's a union guy. Eventually, if there's a decision made by a hearing officer and it goes to Civil Service Commission, which is the state body that regulates this, and they agree with that, it would then become public record about the decision that's made. So you are correct that that would happen eventually. There will be a point, okay? Hopefully that clarifies your question, and I appreciate you bringing that up. I didn't want to mislead the public on that, so appreciate it. Good?
Yep.
Okay, now we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Have a